I'm different. Nah, grind strenuous, cash out continuous. Mogul in the making, autonomous black businesses.
Yo, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Greg T, man. We live here at Sacred Stone Studios. You already know what the fuck going on, man. You don't have to believe the hype, but believe the hype. You dig that?
What's up? It's your boy Jay, J-A-Y. You know what it is over here at Sacred Stone Studios. You ain't got to believe the hype, just believe the hype. You know what it is. Tune in.
Broken culture that we all lost niggas in. Elevated innovation over ignorance, I represent it. Suburban tenant, 5 or less percentage. Close current, but the Mac 11 muzzle vintage. Go flourish, double back and come and get your niggas. Pass the power to your people, it ain't nothing really. Faced with this decision, it's a funny feeling. Knowing when you tell the truth, they gon' come and kill you. Knowing people need some proof, we ain't got the millions. Stressed a young nigga out, but I'm so resilient. In Champagne, Honda Civics, they was taking pictures. Young niggas front the buildings trying to make a living. Always figured they was jealous cause we made it quicker. And never asked for no favors, nigga. Nah.
Welcome to Believe the Hype. This is another episode of the podcast. It's your boy Greg T, man. I got my cousin
J-A-Y.
Too Tall cousin.
There you go.
J-A-Y.
You got a special guest. He said motherfucking, there you go. Drop that shit.
Drop that shit.
There you go.
I love it.
My dog, my homie, man.
Yeah.
My last wire with 20 million. So familiar like Tukey Williams, I'm in the building. My conversation is cash money. I fly private, rarely do I have luggage. Riding through the ghetto where I'm from, the kids love me. Every day I'm rocking shoes, I know they wanna touch me. Repercussions mandatory when you mention mine. Every time I step on the block, my dick on the line. Burning like a candle in Versace sandals. My persona on the camera, that's just how it's handled. Put me in, coach, I'm going.
Yo, you know what time of TI is, man. It's the Believe the Hype podcast, man. And it's your boy Greg T. I got my Too Tall cousin.
Yeah, J-A-Y.
In
the building.
In the building. We got.
There you go, Symone.
Thank you.
Who we got? Symone what?
Symone Redwine.
What I asked you, cuz, on the phone?
So cuz said, damn, but what's Symone's last name? I said, shit, I don't know. Redwine. I guess red. I don't know.
Did she like red wine?
No, that's my real last name.
Do you like red wine?
No, I like Moscato.
Oh, you like
because I'm
Moscato.
classy. I like Moscato.
okay.
A little Riesling, you know, if I'm like around other people who.
No, for sure.
Who trying to be
That's
classy?
tech.
Bougie too. Okay,
She
then.
definitely bougie though.
Bougie.
Absolutely.
No, for sure. That's what's up.
That's correct.
See, I can't. I don't see it. She bougie to some people. To me, you just Symone because I be seeing this motherfucker like when I first saw Symone Smoke's in the fucking spot. I'm like, yo, you ain't got no bougie motherfuckers go to those spots.
No.
Over there talking about Nook if you book.
Wait a minute. To clarify, so the spot is a hole in the wall bar in the hood over here in the 3rd Ward.
Right.
I ride my bicycle to the spot.
Oh, really?
I be up there that frequently. So if you see a pink bicycle tied up to a tree with a crackhead watching it, that's my bike. Come on in and say hello, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Well, I gotta be pink. It can't be no other color.
No, I wanted it pink. And then I have my hair like flowing
That's
in
why
the wind.
everything. Oh, okay.
Today
everything.
I'm in black because my mom
But
said
your
grown
drink?
women shouldn't wear all that pink.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was your mama has said.
My dad, actually.
Oh,
And he
okay.
also said, I need to quit wearing all that fruity stuff, like all that fruity Bath and Body Works. He said grown women don't like women who smell like fruit all the time.
Grown women don't like.
Grown men. Sorry.
okay.
Grown
Don't,
men.
don't like
I mean,
women.
we didn't
that-
really know what your specification was. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I
You
like
said
men
it.
exclusively.
Oh, okay.
Ready to love.
Ready to love. Season 3.
Love a man.
So so the last name, of course, is interesting. The red wine. Where does it derive from?
Slavery.
Okay.
I feel you on that. But where?
Yeah.
Like, where you from? Like, where?
So my dad's side is from Texas, East Texas specifically.
Yeah, that's where
so
we
there
from.
was
Where we from?
okay.
Well, we from Northeast Texas.
Yeah.
So like Henderson,
Yeah,
Camp,
for
that
sure.
area.
Yeah.
So I was told that there actually used to be a plantation called the Redwine Plantation. That was the name of the white family. And they prided themselves on being just the most vicious, the most like torturing their slaves, just really being
I'm gonna
like
ask my mom
horrible.
about that when I get to the.
So in turn, red wines are known for being very neck if you buck,
Yeah.
very about it, a little off. Like my granny killed my
What?
her brother-in-law over a chicken. She thought that he had stole her chicken or something like that, and she shot him dead. But since they were black, she didn't even have to go to prison.
Wow.
Nobody cared.
In East Texas.
And he's Texas.
Greg C.
Motherfucker stole some chicken.
Chickens.
Was it?
I know niggas got killed for less,
Was it the cast iron chicken or was it Church's chicken?
No, it was
this was
pre-churches.
old. It was
Pre-churches. They
Oh,
were probably about
pre-churches.
120 years ago, 100,
Okay.
something like that.
They passed that
But
story.
yes.
The story kept going on.
Red wine
They just
plantation.
let y'all know we
Red
throwed
wine.
off.
Straight up.
Let y'all know.
Don't
Don't
shit ain't
steal a nigga-
sweet
The shit ain't sweet. Don't,
at
don't
all.
touch a nigga chicken.
Fucking red. Okay, so
But I love my last name. Can I ask y'all as men? I don't want to lose it completely when I get married. What do y'all think about that? Like, I want to add something to it,
nah,
or no?
that motherfucker gotta go.
Oh, you want to do the dash? You one of those
Nah.
Symone Redwine dash? Hyphen.
So here's what I want. When I go to my kids' school, I'm gonna be Miss whatever their name is. We
Right.
all gonna have the same name when we take the plane, when we do all of that. But so I think my last name, I could make it like my middle name and then have his. Add
You
his
can make
Yeah.
your last name.
Yeah,
that's what
change
most
it.
people
Or the
do.
kids, so the kids can always have it. Some type of way.
Exactly. Yeah, 'cause
you
I have
can't
a
lose it
feeling-
completely. I get it.
That's the unique last name though.
Yeah.
Like I told, I asked Cuz 4 times. I said, "Man, you don't know what the last name is?" I'm like, it say red wine, but then when I went to your link tree, I was like, "Oh, that's
Cabs
her
off.
name because it
Yeah.
say attorney, it say Esquire attorney." Like, yeah.
Attorney. So before we even get to that though, what where are you from?
Dallas. I'm from Dallas.
Oh, shit.
D-Town, but you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
Hell no.
What? Oh hell no!
They
Get this
disappoint
one.
me.
Right.
Sorry.
Get your ass.
They don't have it together. Y'all wasting y'all time. I'm gonna tell you that right here, right now.
Who your team if you watch sports?
My teams are the Saints, and if
Oh,
they're
they
not
trash?
available, the
they not
Texans.
If they not available. See, that's the
and then
kicker.
she said the Texans.
Oh well, both of your teams trash. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Right.
But at least they fans know how to party better. And Jerry
no.
Jones just he makes my soul itch. Something about him
He your
gives slave
motherfucking
master
relative.
vibes. No, he's not.
Symone Redwine, he up there up there by all that shit.
Right there
Oak
by-
Cliff.
right.
You from? So what high school you went to in Dallas?
I went to high school in Oak Cliff, actually.
What high school you went
High
to?
school.
Bishop Dunn Catholic School.
Oh yeah. Bishop Dunn. They'll never say Catholic school. Everybody just call them Bishop Dunn.
Exactly. Bishop Dunn.
Bishop Dunn, like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
We used to
Bishop
take
Dunn
all the
won.
public school boys, run up to DeSoto in our uniforms. Hi, boys. Take them. We got them. Quarterback, running back, all of them, whatever we wanted.
See, that's why motherfucker need to talk to you because people be again thinking your ass be bougie. I be like, no, she just motherfucker just she gonna say what the fuck that's on her motherfucking mind.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What made you want to become a lawyer?
Oh, I wanted to become a lawyer when I was a little girl because I wanted to help people, but I didn't want to be poor no more.
Right. Yeah.
She said Poe for sure.
Poe. Yeah.
Not poor. Poe.
Oh,
Because
no, no,
Poe
no.
hit different.
Yeah. Poe do hit.
Poe hit different than poor.
You know what? I can take you just because your strong Southern accent. I feel like we can go win a case in fucking like Timbuktu,
Goddamn.
honey, I
Mississippi,
got it.
or some shit.
Luxembourg.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, we can,
Just like
we can
just
go to goddamn. You
Wait.
got a strong Southern draw.
Yes.
Like, you got the real down south 1940.
go sip and see and sips. What the fuck is called?
Sip and see.
Yeah,
That's right.
What the motherfucker?
No,
Yeah.
I whip it out like in front of juries, so I don't use it that much in front of judges, but I whip it out in front of a jury. And I had this client who was facing life. And
Oh,
the
Lord.
little girl came on the stand and basically a witness. She was there. Basically, the prosecution tried to act like she was lying.
Right.
Because she found something. They were trying to act like she was lying. And I was like, so where I'm from, we have something that's called grown folks business. Are you familiar with that? And she was like, yes, ma'am. She was like a teenager. I said, so why is it the prosecution wants to know why you did not get up and go into the room where these adults were talking?
And you
she
coasted
said-
to that shit too.
She said, because that was grown folks business. I said, no further questions.
Damn. Yeah, you hooked
Don't
that.
play with me. They came back in an hour, not guilty.
So you knew at a young age
On
you
life, on a life.
On life.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
Or he was accused of like some real bad stuff with his daughter. He didn't do none of it. But my ghetto mind put two and two together because I was like, oh, something not right with this. I was like, I bet this little girl get a crazy check.
You can say that
And
shit.
so I did I was like, why was she lying to her dad like that? Come to find out her her granny and her mom put her up to it because they were all getting crazy checks. They were getting $2,100 a month for her and her siblings to get crazy checks, and the dad was trying to get custody of them.
See, that's that Britney.
So everybody would have to go to work.
That's that NBA player shit. That Britney chick that did that shit. What she getting like $200,000?
You think your people would have got a crazy check for killing over that chicken?
Oh, they always deserve the crazy check. But true.
Hell yeah.
But true.
Can't be killing motherfucking Tweety.
No, not over no chicken. She better be glad she only killed a black man. Because they didn't really care about that back then. And, East Texas is kind of crazy. So when they're like, you stole your chicken?
Hey.
Man, we
from, we about, what, 10 miles from here? About 30 miles.
No, Henderson like 30.
Yeah, about 30.
Henderson about like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Then Henderson, then Tatum.
Henderson.
So speaking of, that's like outside of Dallas. So you were talking about Miss Thing out of Dallas.
Oh yeah, she is from Dallas.
She is.
The old girl that
Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner, the one that's gonna PJ Washington, the dude that played. And mind you, this is what I don't like. This motherfucker ain't been in the league. He ain't made no All-Star games. This motherfucker is hanging on by these
league minimum.
Not league necessarily minimum because the veteran, you know what I'm saying, get a little bit more than that. But he's probably making maybe about $4-5 million a year.
I'll take it.
He's in his first contract,
yeah,
right?
he's in his first contract.
Young little thing.
Right.
So I don't give a damn. I'll take it. $4-5 million.
And I'm being generous with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I generously take that motherfucker.
After taxes and all that shit, he ain't able to pay $200,000 a month.
Yeah, that's
wait, what? Okay, what city he plays in?
North Carolina, Charlotte.
Okay, North Carolina.
Yeah, they got good. I mean, it's fairly
But they said that she went and secretly divorced him after 2 weeks after she had the baby.
See, I didn't even know that she was married to him.
They were married?
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she secretly divorced. Somebody popped up today. She went and secretly divorced him 2 weeks after she had the baby.
Oh, this nigga.
Then if that's the case, then what he needs to do? See, I haven't seen that the $200,000 was official. Yeah. Did you see that it was official?
They said he was. They didn't say ordered to pay. I don't know if he have to pay up to, but they did say like 200.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing about it: if he would have not married her, right, and they just had the kid, he should have pulled a Chris Bosh. So by that I mean what Chris Bosh did is, his girl, from what I heard, has been like a professional groupie. Like she went to one of those boarding schools. Yeah,
but she fucked somebody while he was in the league, like one of the other niggas in the league. Wayne, I think it was like Wayne or something like that. Yeah, that smashed her wild. I think
my boy, you know how you see your friends that be commenting like on the blogs, like and you be like, yo, you see some of your people post. My boy talking about this gotta be clickbait. But it say that the ex-wife of Hornets, PJ Washington, secretly filed for divorce 2 weeks after birth of their child. PJ Washington now forced to pay $200K a month in child support. I
don't believe that he was forced to. I think he might be not like too ignorant, too stupid to do, or she's requesting. But here's the thing, she lives in Texas.
Yeah.
So if he's smart, he'll go to Texas, file there, because that's where she moved to. Right. She's always lived in Texas. If y'all were only married for 2 weeks, guess what? You don't get nothing. You don't get no alimony. You don't get none of that.
She divorced 2 weeks after they had the baby.
Got you. But yeah, even then they weren't married. They were married definitely less for a year. For sure. Less than a year. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're an athlete, you need to run to Texas. If you got a baby and you're not on child support, run to Texas. Texas is one of the few states in America that has a child support cap.
Yeah.
For one child, whether you make $160,000 or $160 million, you are capped at $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's it.
Shout out to
I think a lot of niggas do that because I know they be getting. That's why chicks be like trying to pull lure niggas out to get the fucking LA.
Absolutely.
Fly out here, it's so great.
Absolutely.
Nah, but you get this dick in Houston.
Yes, because California gives you the most in the nation. Yeah. And I was referencing Chris Bosh because he did it like when he did it back then. The cap was $1,500, right? His girl, she was like, "I'm gonna put you on child support." So her dumb self. This is what I call poor pussy management.
Her dumb ass.
Her
She said
dumb
poor
ass
pussy management.
is poor pussy management. See, I'm an overachiever.
There you
Whatever
go.
I do, I'm gonna do my best. If you're gonna be a hoe right.
There you go.
Read some magazines. Open a law book. You know, figure out if you're like, I'm gonna have a baby. Yeah, if I'm gonna have a baby for the money.
Power of the PUSSY.
It's why every
That's what I
motherfucker in the world just fly.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna have to play that on the break.
Hell yeah.
Please. But basically, Chris Bosh, the girl filed in Texas. He was like, cool. Texas had the $1,500 cap. He said, you know what? I'm gonna give you $2,500. She didn't realize Texas had a cap, so she was meant. So then she started going on the media. She had like cameras follow her to file for welfare. She went to the welfare office in Dallas and did all this stuff. His lawyer sent a cease and desist and was like, "You lying?" Well, her attorney, this is how I knew she was going to lose. What she tried to do is she tried to move it from Texas to Florida.
Yeah.
Because she found out in Florida, she would have been getting $33,000 a month.
Yeah.
So she tried to move it because he was playing
For
the
the
heat.
Yeah, I remember
and
that
the
shit.
court said no. But I knew she was going to lose because her lawyer had an AOL email address.
Hell no, damn bad.
I always say,
This motherfucker, you know better than have a
Hey,
motherfucker. Come
you better
on,
go
man.
you better go get
No,
a Google
Motherfucker,
domain.
you can get a Hotmail before a
But I'm saying
motherfucking
you
AOL.
but I'm saying you can go get a Google domain for $2.99.
Hey, don't trust. I don't trust doing business with anybody that still got a Hotmail, bro.
they probably still on dial-up. If you
Analyze-
have a rainy
Motherfucker
day, you
got
can't reach a
Hotmail.
lawyer.
Shit.
It rained too hard. No, I always say if your lawyer got AOL, you going to jail. So I mean, just
Damn.
be aware. It's,
Damn,
it's not
that
gonna
bar.
work out.
That's you need to put that on the.
Yeah, that was a
slow.
bar.
That was a bar.
was a
You be
bar.
freestyling. Sometime with the
now and
homie,
then.
be freestyling. We
Yeah.
gonna put a beat on at the end. And we gonna
I used
see
to be
you
in a rap group called the Catholic School Girls.
Oh really? What y'all used to rap about? The nuns?
No, we just used to rap about, saving ourselves for the prom. know.
Yeah, all right. What law school? What undergrad? Where you can go undergrad then?
So I did undergrad at University of Pittsburgh, and I
Oh,
did
wow.
law at Cornell University in New York.
Nice.
Wow. So my nephew is going to Carnegie Mellon on a theater scholarship. So that's in Pittsburgh.
Yes, that's awesome.
Shout
and
out
that's
to
a
Kate,
very
yeah.
good theater school. It's a very
Yeah.
good school, period.
And then you went to Cornell, huh? How was that? It was.
It got the job done. I have to say, it was a good school.
Pitt was cool. I went to Rutgers.
That's right. We used to whoop y'all.
All right, chill out. Like
Y'all had a cute boy on y'all
Shit,
team.
me.
He had that pretty hair. Okay, in addition.
Oh, okay.
God, what was
You
his name? It
lost
was a little
him on the
Puerto
pretty
Rican
hair.
thing. He was like, okay, I'm going to Google him.
Look,
See if y'all still friends.
see what I'm saying?
So I mean, I know you googling people. Were you googling people when you got on the set of Ready to Love?
No, they took my phone and they took my laptop.
Okay, so everything was just kind of like freelance. You had to try to just pick people apart.
What
So
made you
got
want
on
to do that? Like, so tell us the rundown about that real quick. Like,
So first of all, it's my favorite show. It really was one of my favorite reality shows. My mom hit me to it. I've seen every episode, and I used to always say, "Man, if I would love to be on that show, but I would never move to Atlanta." So Kyra, one of my best friends, I was over her house visiting from Dallas, and she was like, "Would you ever consider a reality show?" I said, "It depends." She was like, "Well, there's this dating show." I said, "What's it called?" She said, "Ready Love." I was like, "Bitch, I'm on it. I'm on it. That's my show." So from day one, when they see. As I said, I'm an overachiever, so
There
I
you
don't
go.
play. What I started with is I was like, all right, I emailed a casting director. She didn't write me back. And I was like, oh, are you blind? Anyway, so then.
Love is Blind.
Right. So then I reached out to my homegirl who was a producer of the Steve Harvey show because I was on the Steve Harvey show. I was like, girl, do you know anybody casting for Ready Love? She's like, actually, they asked me if I wanted to do it, but I didn't know anybody. I was like, bitch, you're doing it. Sign up.
Yeah.
So she forwarded them me.
Right.
And then I actually would go on, Bumble and stuff, and I would catfish these guys and tell them,
What?
give me your number so that she could turn them into the show. And some of them are good candidates. I think they made it on season 2 and
Y'all
stuff.
out there scouting.
Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was like, I want to be on the show because I think it would be fun.
Right.
I love to date.
Yeah.
It's fun to me. I'm pretty. I'm smart. And there's a lot that I think some ladies can learn from me, if they got to see my full character.
Yeah.
So
The real you, huh? All right.
You ever thought about starting like a dating app or a dating service?
No, I just need to do one-on-one. And actually, I think I need to focus more on the men because y'all don't be listening. Y'all think it's all us. No, half the time, y'all the ones need to get it together.
You the one went on the motherfucking show. How you gonna try to talk about us like that and shit?
Look, I have quantity.
And then
I might need to work on my quality.
And that's what I'm talking about. All that shit talking got your ass cut off the show.
Oh, I was ready to go. See, that wasn't even in. Here's what's
Right.
Go ahead. I needed to be cut.
I know you did because I seen it.
For me to go. Well, there was nobody there for me at that point. Not like that. Okay. Then you have to combine the fact that like I didn't have a boyfriend, but I'm dating people in my real life before I went off to the show.
And y'all was in one location, right?
We're all in one location.
Is that how you? That was okay. So before you go into in depth why you got kicked off, so after that you went on Bumble and all that shit to get people to
before, yeah.
So how you end up getting casted and just like fast forwarded to get on the show?
My interview is amazing. Right. You know, I'm pretty. I'm
you
an
better
attorney.
do everything fucking amazing.
Thank you. I tried to.
God damn.
But it's because this is why reality
You better have
shows,
no days off. Fast Bueller, nigga.
No, I do not do everything amazing. The things I set my mind to, I do a good job.
Okay.
But if I half-ass it, I will fail. Period.
You're resilient.
I'm one or the other.
Right.
But so I've been told by multiple producers of different shows that I'm like a producer's dream, and I think it's because I'm very transparent.
Right.
What you see is what you get. I'm also unfiltered. So you can take snippets to make me sound brilliant, or you could take snippets to make me sound like a snob, or you could take snippets to make me sound like the dumbest girl you probably ever met, like a dingbat.
Right.
So so how it works is they have a storyboard on the wall of the themes they want to address, the issues, and you move me around, put me in 3-4 things.
Right. You able to fit it. You fit our categories.
Chameleon.
Yeah. So we're talking about the show Ready to Love, y'all, on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I was on season 3. They just wrapped season 4. Both of them were Houston cast. Check it out.
How did your ass get up on the show? So what was when they called you?
Okay. So it was COVID.
Yeah.
So our first it was a phone interview, and that was with the girl that was like my homegirl, pretty much.
Right.
But she knew me, and so she sent me to the to like the producers.
Right.
Then they did a Zoom with me.
Right.
That they loved me. Then they had me Zoom with the executive producers of the show.
Facts, they do that. Yeah.
Yes, and I did that one, and then I got it. They called me like a few days later. Oh, I remember in that Zoom, they were like, "Well, how would you feel about being the villain?" And I was like, well, I was like, a villain? I'm so nice. And I was like, but, I've always been my daddy's villain, so I guess I'll be used to it.
Everybody think your ass a villain.
Yeah.
You got that shit. As soon as I was watching that season, I was like, God damn, as soon as you walked through the door, the motherfuckers was like, what you be doing? Why you be doing people like that?
I don't care.
Oh, shit.
I have either two, like when it comes to dating, I'm either interested or you're my friend. And if you're my friend, then I'll say some of the goofy things I was saying. Like I asked the guy, first of all, I do ask everybody if you have a passport because ew. And secondly, if you're 40 years old without do you have a passport?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're 40 years old and you're an American without a passport.
Right.
We had Donald Trump as our president at this point. Like, you don't ever want to leave.
No, that's facts, though. No, that's facts.
Now.
If you 40 without a fucking passport,
that's who you are. And people were like, well, you can help him get one.
So you mean to tell me you've met guys out here that's 40 with no passport?
Baby, I went to dinner with one like 2 months ago. I was like, oh, my God.
Sorry to that man.
He paid for the dinner?
Please.
He paid for dinner?
Hell yeah.
For sure.
He was
You know he didn't do it with a Swiss account.
Oh, he had a wad of money. I don't know what type of drugs he sell, but he had a big old wad of cash.
Shout out to that man. Shit, sorry to that man at the same time.
He definitely ain't flying out. That boy goddamn got an F on the report card.
Shit, he going to every local beach inside of this.
Well, so he finally got one. He was like, where should we go? And I was like, how about to Dubai? And he was like, man, that sounds great. We're at the restaurant. He was like, that sounds great. Excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm so excited. Because I go to Dubai a lot. He said he was so excited. And I said, well, listen, if we're going to go to Dubai, you're going to have to take your medicine every day. Every day. He said, I just told myself that at the bathroom. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, man, you got to take your medicine every day. I didn't even know it.
What medicine you got to take?
Bipolar and some other stuff too. He didn't even tell me. I just could tell. I said, something ain't right here.
You gotta take your medicine every day.
You take your medicine every day.
But see, that's how motherfuckers end up dead because y'all knew this motherfucker was crazy before y'all left.
Right.
And you already told him to take this medicine. Now I come to find out, Symone got killed.
He thought you probably talking about a blue pill or something.
That's what I definitely thought you were talking about.
No, he knew. Well, he knew I meant his bipolar. I knew something was off up here.
Right.
And he was like, because he said he didn't drink. And I was like, for how long? He was like, I can't drink all the medicine I'm on. I was like, pow. Because I knew it wasn't no antibiotic. Or even if it was, that's a whole nother set of problems.
Oh, wow. See, your ass go, this shit is crazy, the type of motherfuckers. This shit sound... For real, this shit sounds weird. Right. That's what kind of dates. That's what kind of dates you be going on.
Like, what does the ideal man look like? What is your storyboard of an ideal man?
So he's gonna be very handsome, ambitious, and actually execute his ambitions. I don't want a dreamer. There's a difference.
Right.
He has to be able to lead me. You can lead everybody at work, but if I don't trust your judgment, that's not going to work. And that just comes from me getting to know the person and seeing that they make good decisions for themselves.
Right.
He must be financially stable. If his credit isn't up to par, he needs to be working on it.
What's the up to par credit score?
At least 650.
Okay.
I'm really generous.
That's good.
650,
That's
650.
generous. Good job, Symone.
That's pretty, Symone, that's real generous.
That's very
Thank
generous.
you.
God,
That's good though.
Because there could be
Yeah,
reasons.
it
You
could
know,
be
you
reasons,
could have a
yeah.
business that, went upside down during COVID or took out too much debt, you know.
So now you showing the understanding side.
Yeah, but you got a lot on your a lot of people that have shit on their profile. Your debt to income.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
ratio is always gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
I mean, you may have shit that's thriving, but it's just that shit don't mean that you're not a financially responsible person.
Right.
It's just, but I mean, it's good that you consider it, man.
Most people don't see the understanding side. How do they get to that side?
Oh, you just gotta meet me in real life, and you just gotta listen
where you be at
further.
so they can pull up.
Oh, the spot. I be at the spot. I be at Lucille's for happy hour,
There you go.
so I can get my macaroni and cheese for $5. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. I be at Taste once a week. Oh, that's why I'm gaining all this weight. I am where the food resides. So,
You where the food resides?
Yeah, you can go to my Instagram,
There you
Symone. I spell it with a Y, Symone, Redwine.
Red wine.
Yes. And you can follow me. You'll see where I'm eating at. What's this food truck up the street? What's today? Wednesday? Yes. I think it's like the Creole Kitchen.
Yeah.
Baby. Woo.
Yeah.
I stock him.
Right there by the spot and stuff.
They got fried lobster, lamb chops, y'all, collard greens, yams, all the above.
Yeah, straight up it's a red truck.
It's black.
It's black.
Oh, okay. Be posted up in front of that car place. Lamb chops.
But I like that.
So how did you end up ultimately, like, I know because me and she was talking about the shit at the Bay Brunch, shout out to she for pulling up. But he was like, yo, Symone gonna say whatever that's on her motherfucking mind. She gonna keep that shit 100.
And you definitely bridged the gap for him to get on the show.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he said. He pulled up.
That casting director.
Yeah, that casting director.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome.
And he was like, just with everything that was going on, like how immediately when you walked in, he didn't really say it like this, but he was just like, motherfuckers was like hating a little bit. So you kind of was like, maybe isolated from the start. So you know what I'm saying. Even when he was vote for you, they was always like, "Nah, get this motherfucker."
You probably calculated like you go in a room and just like peep shit. You know what I'm saying? And
well, also like here's the thing: girls see me as competition, and I'm not your competition. You are your only competition.
Come on now.
Oh man,
you're your only. Don't be crazy.
Right.
Be reasonable and be like. Fun energy that somebody wants to be around. If you got those two together, you are gonna find the one for you.
That energy is real.
And make sure you take your medicine.
And make sure you take your motherfucking medicine.
Yes, honey.
Shit.
Yes.
But yeah.
So it was like even when I didn't even want their man no more, they're like picking on me, starting mess. Even after the show, they would be like, "Oh, is Symone gonna be there? If Simone's gonna be there, I'm not coming."
After the show.
After the show.
Damn.
I was like. Let me tell you one thing, ma'am. If somebody like me, they not finna like you. And I'm not gonna say who, but I'm like, if they like me, we're different personalities.
Hold up. She looked at the fucking screen when she said that shit because she meant that.
Shit was
so that means that you don't shoot at the same basket. Y'all ain't in the same league, don't shoot at the same basket, so to speak?
We attract different types of people.
Oh.
And like, for example, one of these people, she only likes men with a bunch of money. I want a man with the ability to earn a bunch of money.
There you go, yeah.
Because you over here
That's
looking.
a difference.
That's a fucking deal. You can lose that money, but if you got the ability to earn it, you can always get that shit back.
Always.
Hell yeah.
I like men who, and one of my things now, because I like men in their like 40s, I'm in my late 30s. I like men who've been laid off at least once or been fired from a job.
Yeah, know the grind.
They know the grind. They had to pull it back up. But then like a lot of girls, they want you want your Bentley. They want you to have all this. Half these niggas is doing fraud.
Right.
So you want to go to jail too? I
Yeah.
don't. I live my life to avoid prison.
Yeah, already made
fair
people
time.
sometimes scare me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If I'm in a room,
Yeah, they not humble enough.
Yeah, man,
not
they
humble
don't really-
enough,
that-
but I
that-
like that. You gotta go through some shit. You know what I'm saying, to understand what life really
Facts.
consists of. Because some people think that this fairy tale world we live in,
Hell
based on
yeah.
Instagram and Twitter and everything
Instant
you
success.
see. Yeah, that
You
instant
know?
success. Like you think that if you get enough fucking likes, remember likes used to be the thing. You
Shit,
know what I'm
now
saying?
it's
Even
past
now.
likes.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
You better get retweets.
or
No.
reshares.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. is
Like I
just-
told Symone, share the damn thing. Shit.
I'm terrible at that
God.
stuff because I literally don't care if people like me or not. Because a lot of times
I'm
I
like
walk
that
in the room
too.
and people will be like, "Oh, I didn't like you at first, but now I got to know you. You're cool as hell." No, you looked at me and you're like, everything
Yeah.
is given to
That's
her.
why I say that
she
shit,
has an
bro.
easy
I
life.
have
When
said
your birthday?
that.
When your birthday?
January 4th.
Okay.
I've said that shit from the start, bro. Every time I seen this motherfucker, she just been so cool, dog.
Yeah.
So I don't know what people would ever say. They be
Right.
like, man, you bringing her up, Symone? She bitch. I be like,
Man,
bro, she funny than a
general perception
motherfucker.
is crazy, man. Because I mean, of course, people are based their perception based on what they hear or what they see.
What they
Right.
You know what I'm
see,
saying? What
without
they
even
see, but
talking.
they'll hear from other people that don't even fucking know. her.
I mean, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just because,
Really?
yeah, and it be like, bruh, it ain't that I don't like you. I just don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not finna
fuck
just
with you.
overly just, you know what I'm saying, just talk to you.
We
See,
ain't
I'm
going
also
after
overly friendly, so people are often shocked by that. But what I've come to realize is like the same thing where people be like, "Oh, they don't think I'm approachable." I found out my mom does the same thing happens to my mom. So I was like, it's our confidence, because my mom does like swing out dance. You know, the old people do that, and she started a new dance group or whatever, and men wouldn't come in to approach her.
Dance groups.
My mom, she's a dancing queen.
People said she
She's
still
so
starting
cute.
to dance group.
With her little green eyes, and she whips out that side ponytail.
Yeah.
It's a wrap,
Oh,
baby. It's a
not
wrap.
the side ponytail.
Oh, it's the side ponytail. But I do think also like it's the confidence, because people are like, who are you to have this confidence around strangers? And then also people who have generally, I think that people who've accomplished some of the things that I have are a-holes, assholes. So
Yeah.
people they expect me to be.
An asshole.
Yeah.
Man,
They
so-
do. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Look, we're gonna take a couple minutes, man. We're gonna come right back with Symone Redwine.
Red wine and the energy.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, they do it. Yeah, I'm blessed. Yeah. Came a long way from we was living in the chicks. I told you I was a dog, baby, when we first met. Told you nothing like the rest, so what the fuck did you expect? To be honest, I don't care about your opinion. Where the check? For real, though. Where the check be? I put her out and didn't call her till the next week. Damn. Your baby mama say your pussy ass a deadbeat. What? And I just spent $350 on a neck piece. Yeah, yeah. You know how I came in, so you know how I'm coming. Ooh. Retro number somethings with the Yves Saint Laurent. Dolph, you be killing it, man, the way you put that shit on. Hey. Gold chain, gold glasses, prime time like Dion. You a square, you ain't never fucked a bitch in a dope house. 40 P's in a sofa, that's a dope couch. Whoa. I could never cross my niggas out for no amount. No. Free all of my niggas till they out. I'm blessed. Yeah. Came a long way from we was living in the chicks. I told you I was a dog, baby, when we first met. Told you nothing like the rest, so what the fuck did you expect? To be honest, I don't care about your opinion. Where the check? Damn. To be honest, I don't care about your opinion. Where the check? Yeah. Hey, to be honest, I don't care about your opinions, what a chick. Hey, remember what it feel like to not have shit. Didn't even have no toilet tissue for when I took a shit. Now when I wake up, look in the mirror, I can't believe this. I got an eating habit like Cletus. Come on. Whole lot of bread every season. Big cake. Smoking weed and laughing like I'm Beavis. Pull up in the devil, I mean a demon. Trigger finger itching, just give me a reason. Whoa, cutthroat nigga, all my niggas greasy. Her titties big, then I suck them like I'm teething. Still got the plug on the mid in Phoenix. Yeah, I'm blessed. Came a long way from we was living in the chicks. Told you I was a dog, baby, when we first met. Told you nothing like the rest, so what the fuck did you expect? To be honest, I don't care about your opinion, where the chick. Damn. To be honest, I don't care about your opinion, where the chick. To be honest, I don't care about your opinions, where the chick.
We back, man, with Symone Redwine at the Believe the Hype
homie.
podcast. It's your boy Great T. I got my two tall cousins.
Jay.
Man.
And we got
Like we said, Symone Redwine.
Symone Redwine.
Red wine. But yeah, we were just talking off air, and man, we're just really getting more acquainted with Symone, man. She's really down to earth person, pretty cool.
Thank you. I'm enjoying it.
Southern gal.
Southern guy from hell. Southern girl.
Out there, Cliff.
Hey.
Out there, Cliff.
That's my girl, Miss Badu.
From the Catholic. What's the name of the Catholic school?
Bishop Dunn.
Bishop Dunn.
Yeah.
Bishop Dunn 1.
Yes.
So, not to confuse.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
The House of
class.
Pimps, goddamn, man.
So how'd your ass get kicked off the show again? You never, you don't finish the story. I'm back to that.
He
Right.
was on that motherfucker. He is on point.
So we are talking about the show Ready to Love, and I guess I got kicked off in like episode 8 of 10 or 7 of 10, something like that. It was time for me to go. There wasn't nobody there for me.
Because you and she out there kissing in the hay truck or some shit.
And you know, like, yeah.
Sorry,
We looked it very cute too. So I was glad I got to use that.
Look at it. Look.
But
we're gonna talk about that show y'all got together.
Right, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
So he was the only one left that I liked, because basically, the other guy that so I have a lot of, with my criteria. My two main things is you have to have a college degree. Yeah. So that cut, there's only 10 guys on the show. Literally, that cut like 5 of them.
Damn.
And they can't have an associate's?
No, sir.
What if he got a trade?
No, sir.
Really?
That's fine. You have to have a degree.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a trade. So I know motherfuckers that got trades that made more than people with degrees.
It's not about the money. It's about the experience.
The experience, college experience?
Yes.
Or do they went to college and then graduate? That don't mean that they
don't finish what they start. So no, you have to understand. I have a doctorate.
Diddy went to shit. Howard. Oh. That motherfucker.
I would not date a Diddy. He wouldn't understand my intellectual side in those pursuits.
Right. Because it ain't the money again.
It's not the money, but you have to understand. I have a doctorate.
Right.
So if you have a doctorate and you're getting with the men with the high school diploma, the problem that I face, I've tried it many, many times. They don't treat me right. That's the issue. They tell me, you think you know everything. Huh?
How many times you went down that road?
Okay, I would say in this last 10 years, at least 4 or 5. At least 4 or 5. My last boyfriend didn't have a degree. But there's 2 things that I found with those men. Yeah. It was one, they always say, you think you know everything, just because you got a law degree.
In a way.
Yeah. But then the second thing is their confidence is tied to their money.
Right.
Because they use the money to justify not having the education.
Yeah.
So when that money get funny, so do they. And they retreat, their personality changes.
That's a different way.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah, but I'm saying, I went to grad and undergrad. Undergrad and grad. So but still, I know a lot of people that didn't finish school. But it's really perspective.
It's not, because what you're saying is just, you're not equaling that not going to school to success.
No.
But I'm not saying
it's the issue of how you treat me. Because somebody else could have said the same thing and he wouldn't have flipped at her and been like, you think you know everything. No, take a left at the light, because this is how we get to my house. Like, this ain't about my degrees.
Oh, some ego shit.
Yeah, just
Very
ego.
much so.
So you think the people that didn't finish college got the ego?
They do. And their ego is satisfied by their money. So
Right,
when
I
that
feel
money
you.
got funny,
Yeah.
because like this guy, he
I
would
mean,
flip
that's a
houses.
fair assessment. I say it all the time. Niggas be cornballs.
Oh yeah.
And then you get money, you be a corn. All you are is a fucking cornball with money.
money.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a fair assessment. That you know.
So once I narrowed that down, then my other thing is kids. I'm not dating no man that just run around nutting in people. Okay, just pop, 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 filling up holes. That's not what we're gonna do.
Hey, say
Nutty
man.
butter.
That's not what we're gonna do,
Say,
guys.
man.
Nutty
So how
butter.
many? He can't have 1, 2. What's
No,
it?
she
What's
said
it?
So if
nutting
you
up
have-
in kids. Like
Nutting up in the women.
You just a club shooter.
I know, but what I'm saying
Bow.
is, how many kids can he have?
Good question. So my rule is simple. If you have a child, you need to be divorced or your baby mama needs to be dead. That's all.
Damn.
If you
What's
divorce,
the difference? Well,
Yes.
well, that's what I'm saying. Because I mean, a divorced man, ex-wife still come as a baby
Huge
mama.
difference. Here's the difference. Ex-wife, closure.
yeah.
I know men. I dated a guy who he had a kid with a woman who wasn't even his girlfriend. She would frequently say, "How you dating this girl and you wouldn't even let me be your girlfriend, ma'am?" I don't know what to tell you, but that's your personal problem. You shouldn't be opening your legs to people who don't want
She
you.
like, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No.
Hey, Symone be going into her fucking Whitley from Different World shit.
Yeah.
They called me that on the show. Ma'am, I
don't
can't
know
help
what
you.
mean.
But okay, so I get that. So if he's divorced, it's closure for you. It means closure.
Yeah,
And
the
then-
ex-wives act totally different. Half the time they're like, "Whew, thank you. I appreciate you taking them off my hands," or like, "Great, my child will now have double the love," type
Right,
thing.
right.
And then if the baby mama's dead, well, then I really don't have any problems.
Boy, you shout you know who told me to tell you what's up? Ashley, crazy ass Creighton. She's talking about, hey, tell my girl.
Wait, you know that's who I was. That's why I was in Turks and Caicos and couldn't do the show the first time, to where y'all had to take the second string guest, Rashid. That's
Oh,
all
there
right.
you go. I thought you were talking about somebody else. I was gonna be like,
No, it was Rashid.
Well, to be all fair, I had already told Rashid, and Jay had asked you. That was a miscommunication.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so when she came on, I said, "Man, I didn't even know you had reached out. I didn't even know he had reached out to you."
Thank you for ruining my
See,
story.
Greg tried to
Rashid,
bust your motherfucking
Rashid, my
butt.
dog. I've been knowing Rashid a long time. I've been knowing him like since 07, 08. That's my boy. So Rashid, I got you, bro.
But anyway, so going back to the
Bust your
show.
motherfucking bubble, dude.
Yeah, you really fixed it.
It's
But
cool.
going back to the show, literally with those two rules, it left me with two guys. It was like Rashid and Jay. And I just saw that when Rashid was in Joy's face, he behaved one way. Winter's face, he behaved another way. He actually had one girl act as a runner between the two.
Wait,
So,
Rashid or
She's a
Jay?
runner. She's a trash
Jay.
star.
Oh,
Jay.
Jay. Yeah, a runner. Act as a runner. What is
Yes.
that? Explain that to me on the show, because I
He
never.
would have her,
Yeah.
like, he'd be like, "Hey, go tell her I really want to hang out with her later today."
Oh, wow.
Or tell her she looks beautiful, or I don't know, like what.
So Jay was the
give her-
motherfucking man.
He was the man.
God damn.
Talk about Jay Brad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was the man. And,
It looked like it was a lot of
be
people upset at the
fair-
reunion over Jay.
huh?
It looked like it was a lot of people kind of upset at Jay at the reunion.
Yeah, well, because both of them girls were still dating him after the show.
Winter and Joy.
Joy, you cool with Joy?
I respect her.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I respect her. I respect all the ladies that I was on the cast with.
Oh, Jay was the man. Jay had
But-
runners and all. So they got mad at you because you snitched.
So no, I didn't snitch. What happened was I peeped it first. See, because I'm not desperate for no man.
Right.
I got more than I can handle back home.
Yeah.
So when I noticed that, I was just like, okay, that's not for me. So I said, I'm going to remove myself from this. This is not for me. And I said, but you two ladies like him, so I'm not going to vote to send him home today. They went back and told him, well, someone said this.
Right.
And then the next day, you see him in the confessional. Well, I'm no longer interested in Symone. I'm not an option presented to you, bro.
Okay.
Damn.
Shit.
So
Message.
yeah. There you go.
that happened. And then what happened in the finale? Exactly what I said was true.
Yeah.
And
And
nobody
everybody thought
ended
you
up
was
with him.
bullshitting too.
Yeah. Well, also, like, I was one of the 3 ladies he was also dating. He kissed me, whatever. They didn't
after the show or on the show?
No, on the show. On the show.
Yeah.
Before I said, no, thank you, I'm not interested anymore, he had kissed me and it ended up being like this big, stupid thing. And I have no qualms about Jay or even how he did it. I was just saying that method of changing and sending a runner wasn't for me, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it, because really what he was trying to do is save their feelings, because he peeped that at least one of the ladies was very sensitive, and he was playing chess. So anyway, at that point I was like, okay, I like Rashid, but I got
Joy was sensitive, right?
You think Joy? No, I don't think it was Joy. I think Winter seemed more sensitive because I just saw her.
But sensitive to what aspect, though? Sensitive to what aspect?
To the situation of like watching people date in front of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you on a dating show, like but still it don't. But it doesn't negate that you still tied to.
And to be fair to her, like when we've watched the show before, everybody went on a resort. Yeah. So you wouldn't, the regular show, you don't see people dating other people. You might hear about it. That's totally different than you being over here at the fire pit and them being over here cuddled up underneath a blanket, kissing on each other.
But don't you got to go into that situation? Like, you got to go into that situation, like, honestly, with that kind of like that mentality of shit.
I'll take your man, City Girls. I'll take your
if you
man.
go in there, if you going in there
like
straight
that.
like that, you gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like sensitive, bro.
No, like day one, they didn't show it they didn't show it. But day one, I wanted to talk to Jay because I was like, okay, there's 2 guys potentially. Rashid got him, and then Jay got him, coach, and then Jay. So, because Rashid has like all I need to know is your type. The minute you're like Creole, curly hair, got you. Okay, go sit over here. Let me go see what else I can
you from crazy ass East Texas?
No, my dad's side is. My mom's side is from New Orleans. Oh, God. So I got both. I got 2 different types of crazy.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre looking at Leatherface. No,
baby, all I watch every day is Dateline. Yes.
No, that
Rashid
Dateline.
I've been at Rashid's house recording Dateline and Forensic Files. He's like, what are you doing?
Dateline is an American Greed. That shit is that shit worse than motherfucking First 48.
All I know is if I murder somebody, ain't no way I'm burying him horizontally.
Yeah, First 48 started to be like
vertically and putting a swing set on top of his head because that concrete is gonna cover everything up.
You sound like you done did that shit before.
You ain't lying. You are Snapped, Sunday, Oxygen Channel.
You done represented some clients that did that shit. And you.
What was that? What was?
They didn't do it. They're innocent.
So are you more of a defense?
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, I was never a prosecutor. No, I like to help the regular man. I prefer innocent clients. Yeah. Well, I thought I did, but it's so emotionally tolling. So I would rather you be guilty, because then if you go to jail, like I don't cry. Right. I will. Well, you go.
You did the shit.
Yeah. Shit. So then I feel worse. My favorite is drug dealers. I like drug dealer on drug dealer crime. Because then I can really get you off. Because drug dealers don't ever come testify.
You ain't lying. Yeah, real dope dealers. No, that's
and
true.
And they pay cash.
Right.
Yeah.
You haven't really made it as a criminal attorney until you have gone to the strip club to pick up a grocery bag, a Walmart bag full of cash.
Yeah, shout out to...
Well, Symone, you better shut up. So, what you say? You had to go do what to get your cash? Where you was at?
I was at an unnamed strip club, and I had to go to the strip club to pick up a Walmart bag filled with cash.
She went to go get she got a bag while she was going to go get a bag.
Fact. Literally.
Yeah.
On time, all the time.
He's an on-time guy.
Y'all crazy.
Let me ask you a question. So, if a person that you say you like the ones that are guilty, I know because it's private client privilege, do they tell you like, yeah, I did that shit, but you still have?
Well, you supposed to.
I will say, in my experience, I've never had one tell me they did it. They just lie.
Yeah. I'd rather you lie, and I'm just gonna defend the lie.
Right.
And we're gonna try to get you about this motherfucker.
And so a lot of people say,
your life.
Well, a lot of people say I can never defend somebody who's guilty. Here's the thing, 2 things. When you're on the defense side, you get to pick your clients, right? Yeah. So if it's like a child molester type person, I could be like, no, thank you, sir.
Right.
But also, when I defend, or when any defense attorney, when we defend guilty people, here's the thing. I work to make sure that you're sentenced based on what you did, not your race.
Right.
And not how much money that you have.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll do my due diligence and I'll pull and say, this judge sentenced these other people for this same thing, this amount of years. Okay, you got your associates. We about to bring some proof that you have that, this, that, and the third. We're going to get you on this end of the range.
Right.
Because when you don't do that, when you just be like, we're pleading, then it gets ridiculous.
Right.
Have you dealt with any high profile Caucasian?
Defense clients?
Yeah.
No, but I did represent somebody against R. Kelly.
Damn,
So he should be going to jail soon.
Damn.
wait, represent somebody against R.
Yeah, one of his victims
On the
that he
next
gave
ep-
herpes
on
to.
the next episode of Unsung.
He going to jail soon. He already in the motherfucker.
Oh, no, I mean, but he's in it, but I mean, he's going to be staying. He's going
Oh.
to get sentenced. The trial is starting this week. So that's great.
Oh, damn.
He's trying to argue that the people he gave herpes
Standing
to
here
shouldn't count.
looking in the mirror, saying damn to myself. I should have known this day would come.
But he's really up there trying to argue that the people he gave herpes to shouldn't count.
Hold up. Almost.
They count. They count, guys.
This nigga Kels is out here like that. I didn't even know that was the reason why. I just thought that shit wasn't even real. I thought it was just something else going against him. But that herpes shit is gonna stick.
Yeah, it's a crime.
No, I'm
If
saying.
you know you have it, yeah, it's a crime.
No, I'm just saying. I thought that it was because back in the day they used to say that shit about Kels.
Oh, he got it.
You know
he
what
got
I'm
that
saying?
thing.
And I was like,
He got that thing.
He got that thing.
Oh, yes. That's not no attorney-client privilege. That's, I learned from my job, but that's public information.
man,
We
listen,
disclose.
all y'all niggas out here, you gotta know she gonna do a whole her background check is real.
Baby,
that's
let
all
me
I
tell you
gotta say.
something.
How is it that though? Do you see? That's another thing.
Sure
though.
do.
You could not. What you ain't really trusting them if you doing background checks like that.
No, background checks keep honest people honest. Because it would be different if I never asked you any questions and I just do the check.
Right.
No, I ask you certain questions and I do
Oh,
the
so
check.
you don't
to
do a
confirm.
background check until you feel like they're not being honest.
No, I don't do it until I feel like I want to move to another level with you. So, for example, and usually it's triggered by that honesty thing. So, like, I dated this guy, and something was a little squirrely with the number of kids he said. See, I was a little squirrely, okay?
She be having a sneaky suspicion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I told him my philosophy, divorced, or baby mom's dead. So, he told me he had 3 kids with his ex-wife. Cool. One day, he was trying to, like, high side and show me that even though he lives in a different city from his kids, he's active. He helps them with their homework. So, he was showing me his daughter's homework. I said, why she ain't got your last name? Her name was at the top of the paper. He was like, she do that shit when she mad at me. I'm like, what grade you said she in? He said 5th. I was like, you a damn lie. So what I did, ladies, get a pen and a paper. So what I did is I called the Texas Attorney General's
Man,
office.
hell no. Do not do this shit. Mute. Your mic is muted. Your mic This is the first time.
We do not condone.
This is the first time this shit has ever happened on this show. We have just muted a guest mic around this bitch. This lady talking about, ladies, get a pen and a paper.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
you
yeah.
are not. Stop.
Yeah.
Wait till I finish.
You ain't even had them
When
up
I
for.
finish, you will
No,
see
because
my-
look what just happened recently. You just had future baby mama say did the whole text like he was like, yeah, buy your kids some shoes, and he was like, why? Some new school shoes, and he was like, why? They get shoes all year,
Right.
right?
No, fact.
But she sent the shit from on one screenshot. It actually says a number. And then on the other screenshot, it says dad 1 as who's texting. So like people are like, bitch, why you lying? You just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all texting each other from your little boy phone. You just trying to get Future in trouble and shit. But then you had some people that kind of believe the shit.
Man, people believe anything.
Can you put my mic back on? Thank you. Can we
Let's
go
go
back
back
to
on.
me finishing?
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why I did. So I called the Attorney General's office and I was like, Yes, I'm an attorney. I have so-and-so social security number. I just need to confirm the number of children that he has. And they were like, ma'am, are you his lawyer? And I was like, I'm a lawyer, but I'm not his lawyer. And they were like, we can't release this information to you.
Thank you, Attorney General.
For real.
So I said, ma'am, now I'm an injury attorney, okay? I do injury and wrongful death. You can give me a call at 1-855-4-SYMONE. SYMONE if you're in an accident in the states of Texas, Georgia, or Florida. But going back to that, I told the Attorney General, I said, ma'am, I am a personal injury attorney, and I believe that there may be a settlement in his name, and I would hate for a child in the state of Texas to go without. So I need you to confirm
You sound like
if he has
motherfucking
any
Jerry
arrears.
Jones.
I said, well, you got to pull that accent out
Yeah,
sometimes
for
if you
real.
want what
You
you
gonna
want
make
from the Texas
Sound like
government.
motherfucking Jim Antler.
When she had
Tough,
an
smart
accent,
lawyer.
so she had an accent, so I had to up her accent with my accent.
I know, but that, man, for me,
It worked.
It'll work for me on the phone if I hear a motherfucker. I don't know why.
She goes,
Right.
she
I
goes,
would hate for
hold
that
on.
to
You can
be
hear
like-
it like, you
Ma'am.
can hear her kind of like patting her head like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
She was like, ma'am, do you have a pen and a paper? I was like, yes, ma'am.
Caught you off guard.
And
Shit.
she was like, okay, case number X, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He's ordered to pay $68 a week. He has arrears of $10,000. I was like, $68 a month. He had arrears of $10,000. She was like, the case, da-da-da-da-da-da. He is in arrears $50,000,
Oh,
such
Lord.
and such and such. I was like, okay.
Oh,
And
Lord,
she was
there's a fire.
I was like, oh, thank you. And then she named a third case, and then she was like, da-da-da-da-da. He's in arrears $42,000.
Oh my God.
She goes, and sis, I suggest you contact the state of Louisiana. I said, oh, shoot, Louisiana too? I said, hold on. So does this mean there are 3 kids? She said, no, ma'am. This means there are 3 mothers.
Oh, Lord.
Did you leave that nigga on red or did you leave that nigga on
It
blocks?
was gone. Because he was trying to move in with me. So these were things I needed
They
to know.
always try to move in.
Every time.
How
Come
they
to
got
find
the
out,
money? You meet them with the money. You meet them. They balling with the
Every
money.
time.
But
Every
sooner or
time.
later, you gonna know when a nigga try to move in. You better.
Every time. So
Dead
ultimately, I
giveaway.
discovered he had 7 kids.
Oh wow.
At least 7. There were 7 with child support orders. We don't know how many are like over the age of 18 because he was in his 40s. So he could, we don't know how many that don't have orders
Yeah.
or whatever. So he had at least 7, and he was in arrears over $150,000.
Wow.
Get out of here! You don't deserve today. You don't deserve no pussy
Wow.
at all. Get a job.
That's y'all
Take
fault.
care of your kids.
You should have did that shit from day one. You the one waited till you bouncing and twerking on the motherfucker to try to check rears.
No, you the
Now
one.
you mad. Now you in your feelings.
Hold up.
See what I'm saying?
No.
Now you in your feelings.
You full of shit. You full of shit. Because you muted my mic, talking about ladies don't listen.
We left it
Listen.
open. We left it
And
wide
now-
open.
Listen,
And now
do not
when
get
I-
mad at him when you done gave the pussy away. And now you all in your feelings. Now you want to check rears. You should have checked the shit a long time ago, but nah.
But she said something prompted her to check.
You know what it was?
It was that homework thing
But
that
by-
didn't have his
I
last
know,
name.
but by that time, trust me, he was already.
Not unprotected.
See?
I'm untrappable because these niggas out here will try to trap you,
Yeah,
ladies.
because they gonna move in after that. Simone,
Yeah,
you know
when
that.
you're a homeowner, when you're a homeowner, they will really
Shout
try
out to your new crib. You jet.
Thank
Hey,
you.
yo, that was dope. You was, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
super excited. Thank you.
That shows your hard work, though, for real. Like, you know
I
what
really
I'm saying?
appreciate it.
And your spirit, man. You getting blessed by just being you.
Thank you.
Motherfuckers gotta
I
accept
really
that
do.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
And what's funny is like a lot of people talk about how broke I am, and I just want to say thank you.
Oh, really?
Pass it on.
Oh.
Please
Say that.
tell your friend
they
to give
say
me
you
some
broke?
money.
How they know that?
Yes.
How they be knowing
Well,
that?
because I live with another cast member, Kyra, from they're like, you're a grown woman, you're 30-some years old, and you have
You live
roommates.
with her
Sure
when?
do. While I was on the show.
In Dallas?
Well, no, here in Houston. Well, the
Oh.
thing is, when I was on the show, I had just moved from Dallas, right? And it
Oh,
was
okay.
coronavirus. So I really didn't even live there yet. Then I went away to the show, and that was at the
There was
resort for
another
a
girl
month.
on your episode on your cast named Kyra?
No, season 4 had Kyra, the one that just finished. That's what I'm talking about.
So y'all, you, she,
That's
and Kyrie,
my-
y'all motherfuckers is just keeping it all y'all the same. Whoever that, shout out to that fucking casting director, whoever she is. Yeah, for real.
Baby, I know how to cast them. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Cause I've been told, like I
So
said.
do both of y'all sit in the house and feel bad because y'all ain't ready to love?
No, they do
No,
their show.
actually, I'm quite ready because guess what had happened? What happened was, so I was very ready to go. Basically, when I was like, "There's nobody here for me." Rashid live in Houston. I know where I can reach him. You know, I'm gonna find him on social media, whatever. Boom, got him, coach. So let me go home and get it together because the car guy. So fast forward, I go home minding my business, and they call me and they're like, "We want you to come back for the next season." I was like, "Huh?" They never done that in the history of the franchise.
Yeah, because they brought back what's her name, right?
Right. So it's supposed to be one girl, one guy, him and me.
Right.
Ultimately, obviously, I declined. But it was super flattering. But that goes back to me not caring what other people think, right? Because some of my friends, I was like, what would I gain from this? And they were like, well, you know, you can get more people to see your real personality and they're going to like you. I was like, the last thing, I'm not going on TV to get friends. Right. That's not what you should do because no matter what you do, people are not going to like you.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not going to be good for my mental health because I didn't have the support that I needed.
Yeah.
And plus, going on set and coming home and my best friend being a castmate, I knew that wasn't going to be healthy for our friendship. So I had to pick. Do I want to be friends with this girl and from her I have a whole nother circle of friends or risk it? I mean, it wasn't like she wasn't going to be my friend, but it's like,
it's gonna be a battle.
they twist things. And they said, well, you know, she said this about you or da-da-da. And I was just concerned about my mental health. Right. And because I didn't feel like you saw my real personality on the first one, I didn't have trust to try it again. Right. Plus, I had a lot to lose because I have a production deal now. Yes, for something where I'm excited.
Yeah. What's that about?
Without giving too many details, the gist is I'm going to be able to use my legal degree to help people.
Okay.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be on TV. Plus, I'm like, I remember I slept on it. I slept on it. I went to dinner with Rashid and I was like, this is what, and he was like, you should do it. And I went to sleep and I woke and I prayed on it and I woke up the next morning and Jesus was like, but what if they're all ugly? What if they're all ugly? So I thought that was Jesus telling me my husband is probably not there.
Right.
Okay, because they could be ugly or dumb.
Yeah, are they going to be ugly?
Yes. Yeah. And Jesus isn't petty, but I think what he was trying to say is your husband isn't there, but don't take this spot from someone else who could meet their husband. Sure enough.
My God is petty.
I canceled last minute. They threw in a girl who met her, who it very looks like she's going to meet her. She met her soulmate.
Season 4. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Right? From season 4? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think the guy, I forgot their name, but
the religious ones.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, that was. I had never ever. I watched it, but I've never seen anyone really make it like how they look like they. So that's cool. Like, shout out to Black Love.
It cheered me up. So it didn't cheer me up. I don't mean that, but I mean like the whole season. I had someone I was cheering for. Right. Well, the second half, I didn't learn that it was her until like later on or whatever. But I was just like,
how you gonna live with Kyra not cheering for Kyra?
I was cheering for her too, but I didn't want her to be with that man. That don't make no sense.
Hey, well, on the episode, I think the reunion when you went to the back and you was crying, what that was about?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there was an interaction with Joy, and Joy was saying, well, if you're a real woman, you would have talked to me about this before we're here on this stage.
She wasn't gonna believe
and
it.
I was about to go, bitch, I couldn't because your sister just died. But you can't do that.
Say that, yeah.
You can't say that. But that was the truth.
Yeah.
And I caught myself and I cried because I'm like, you're better than this.
Yeah. Right.
So that's why I walked over her and I gave her a hug. And what I whispered is, I didn't come to you with this because you had real shit going on in your life. Right. You had real shit
and that's
you were
real.
dealing with. Right. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because and I looked at her and she was like, yes. Yeah. And her eyes were like full and my eyes were full. But
that's real.
Because I have a temper. Yeah. My temper
light skin shit or what?
It's East Texas shit. It's East Texas shit. Because I have zero. I have 50, which is when I cry.
Yeah.
And then I have felony. Okay. I have felony.
Yeah.
And we don't want to go here.
Yeah, you don't go to felony. The way that you say felony makes me feel like you would call the attorney general and then
get the case
numbers
for Texas and Louisiana.
Right. Yeah. But back to what you were saying.
But you see, I was in I couldn't even defend myself.
Yeah.
And it was just like, but she kept doing that shit. She'll take it and be like, no, you can't say this to me because I'm going through this. Bitch, no, you're fucked up. You do fucked up shit to me. I get to go back at you and you don't get to run in the corner and be like,
Why you think she was more acceptable for Winter to date Jay than you to kind of like date Jay?
More acceptable?
Like,
what do you mean?
like she accepted, Joy did.
Accepted, you mean his behavior or what?
Like, really kind of like she ain't really, like her and Winter was just kind of like still like.
Sister wives.
Yeah, in a way. And then, but like,
sister wives.
Everyone else, like they, Joy almost like kind of like disliked them a little bit, or Winter kind of like disliked them, but like for each other, I guess they was like, shit, one of us got to win.
I would guess, I don't know, but I would guess that Joy had no reason to have any confusion because it was clear she was number one of the two.
Oh, okay.
Right?
It's just that twos don't like threes.
Right. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I won't speak
Twos
to
don't like
that.
threes if they ain't number one.
But what was interesting was that although he left to comfort Joy, he dated Winter after the show.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like real date.
Who did that? Jay did that?
Yeah, like people would see them around town, like real dates. People would see them around town together. On like, she wasn't, like, to clarify, people are like, she was his little secret. It was not a secret. They would be at expensive restaurants.
My little
wow.
secret.
It's crazy though, but shout out to everything, like realistically, like, I have been knowing you for a while. You've been knowing my people. You've been supporting us. Came over to the bar we was trying to get open. That bitch got us on money. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? You've been just, really good to people. And I feel as though your production deal is just an attestment to, you know what I'm saying? Like what you doing. You know what I mean? Because I'm watching.
Okay. I will definitely let you know.
I'm tuned in trying to see if because you got to stop doing that crazy shit.
What I do that was crazy?
You just said that you called and got not only for Texas, Louisiana.
Man, she got the access.
That wasn't crazy. If your sister did that, you would be like, that was good. Dump him.
That saved your life.
Exactly.
That could have moved in.
I could have been baby mama number 9.
And guess what? You would have got the felony if he moved in.
But now I have a rule. I don't date men whose wages I can't garnish.
You know what, y'all?
Silence.
Let the people know where they can find you.
Absolutely, thank you. So you can find me on Instagram at Symone Redwine. I spell it Symone. And then also, if you're injured in the states of Texas, Georgia, or Florida, I'm with the Esquire Litigation Group. You can just Google it, give me a call. My direct number is 855 for Symone, Symone.
That's a good commercial. And she got the link tree in her bio. So
sure do.
The link tree in her bio.
God damn, you could Cash App, PayPal, Zelle.
Cash App, Miss Redwine, MISS, REDWID.
They gonna Cash Out the retainer.
Yeah.
So look,
Cash Out the retainer.
I'll take all forms
when
of cash.
should they be looking for the maybe the new thing?
Oh, it'll be in next year.
Okay.
Next year.
2020.
So
Yeah.
2022.
Congrats on that, man.
Yes.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you even stopping in and sharing just where you from. 'Cause we didn't even know. Cheers to my empty
Cheers.
blood.
Cheers.
Yeah,
G was chill today.
Yeah. Look, man, I'm talking about like we learned a lot about you today. We didn't even know you were from the D. We didn't know you went to
Straight up.
Catholic school. We didn't know that you migrated, boom, here to Houston.
Kind of look
This
like
year
a Catholic school. Like,
Yeah, I
they
do.
be crazy.
And
in
you
that
used to
little
rap.
school.
So
Yeah.
is.
You used to Catholic rap.
Yeah, there you go. Sister Mary Clarence.
This is where
Oh man.
but y'all know what it is, man. It's been another week and a great episode of Believe the Hype Podcast. It's your boy Greg T. I got my two tall cousin,
JAY.
and we got the homie Miss Symone
Red
Redwine.
wine.
Thank you guys. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Thank
I love
you,
to come
man.
back. Y'all have
Definitely.
time.
No, definitely.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. She hit the
Standing right over
Who
you
was
with
it? What's Whitley?
Yeah, we y'all got time.
That's
Y'all
what they
got
call me
time.
on the show.
Southern guy.
School days.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Believe the Hype Podcast.
Peace.
Peace.
You
know. Pablo and Blanco, El Chapo and Escobar. From the bottom, but we took it very far. Old niggas bitchin', they going through menopause. Let off some shots, watch them drop, then we sprinting off.
This money I'm peeling off dope in my pocket. I bust down the bracelet and load up this rocket. Slug hit his middle and open the mosh pit. I'm plugged with the plug, I could get you excited.
I'm plugged with the plug, shit, I feel like a socket. Fresh out the court, see my name in the dock. Give a fuck about that vast niggas, aim at your noggin. Water my neck, should get paid from the signing.
Yo, mommy a baddie, she stripped in perfection. Was throwing the legs up in different directions. You not from the way, then don't visit my section. It's high level rap when you sit in these sessions.
Yeah, I did a bit, but I didn't learn my lesson. I still be with killers, a lot of aggression.